Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again. Welcome back for another video. Now, back on Wild Mode, and this is a special video because you guys have been asking for it week after week. You've been telling me play Control Warrior, and my response always was, well, with the nerf to Fiery War Axe, I don't know how good Control Warrior is. So I came across this deck by a player called Control, strangely enough. He's a pro player, very popular streamer. And this is Control Warrior with a twist. That's right. Brann Bronzeboard into Iron Juggernaut. Shuffles 2 mines into your opponent's deck. And then you just sit back and wait for the explosions to happen. Other than that, it's pretty much what you'd expect from Control Warrior. Do note that King's Defender is in this deck, which I guess is a replacement to Fiery War Axe. And you have Dead Man's Hand as well, and Enzoth the Corruptor to bring your Death Rattle minions back to life, with a whole host of board clear effects as well. So let's start off against a Shaman here. And there's King's Defender. So we've got Deathlord and King's Defender in the deck. It'd be interesting to see if we can get some synergy here going with Deathlord and King's Defender. My Shaman opponent does look to be an aggro Shaman, so what you can expect are Totem Golems, 4 mana 7/7s, so balanced. But for the time being, Deathlord would put a bit of a roadblock in his way. The question is, can he kill it? He has 5 damage, including his weapon. Make that 6 damage now. So it's not enough. The question is, will he trade? No. He doesn't want to make his Tunnel Trog vulnerable. And that's good for me. Because now we get the value on King's Defender. So Fiery War Axe was a 3-cost weapon that cost 2, and it had 2 durability. King's Defender costs 3, it's a 3-attack weapon, but it can have 3 durability if you have a taunt on board. So I guess it's fine from a cost standpoint if you have a taunt on board. And of course, that's quite situational. So I can see why people are not too keen on King's Defender. I understand why. Now, the fact that he didn't get a taunt totem there is really good for me. Really good for me. And I'm happy here just to play the Acolyte. I know it'll die. He'll trade the Totem Golem in. I'll only get 1 card out of it. But I think that's fine. Wow, he's actually pointing the Totem Golem at my face. He was thinking about it for a second. I find that interesting. Now, Revenge there. Very timely. Very, very timely. And sure, we're not getting the 3 damage AoE from Revenge that we'd like to usually get. But that's pretty much a board clear. I'm happy with that. And now as we head to the mid-game, we have Justicar for armour gain, we have Belchers. I think we're set. And I find that play from him really interesting. He chose to hit our face with the spell, and I think he's realised that winning a board control battle against us is probably not going to be possible because we have weapons, board clear effects, bigger minions now heading into our mid to late game. So he's probably thinking, right, I've got to burst the warrior down. And he's probably got lava bursts, crackles, another Jade Lightning. So, 4 mana 7/7s really help with the burst damage, or the damage to the face, I should say. So that's his plan. Kill me quickly before I stabilise and get armour gain and board clears. And he's left the Acolyte alive. That's bad, 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 bad for him because look, there's the card draw. So by the time this Acolyte dies, it will have drawn us 3 cards. And I think that's something that will have played a part in us winning this game. His Flame Wreath Faceless is now in range of Grommash. We can charge Grommash into his 4-mana 7/7, but there's possibly no need to do so. Shield Slam does the job. And I value the armour gain here, actually, because I am afraid of the likes of Crackle. I'm afraid of double Lava Burst. There are things I'm scared of, particularly with spell power on the board. That's fine. If he's going to double trade there, that's most of his board dead. Fine. Oh wow, he's using a Lightning Storm on one minion. I guess that's a compliment to the Sludge Belcher. Very annoying minion to get through. Some would call it the best taunt in the game. And actually now, looking at that board, that's a dangerous board. There are 5 minions on the board. Bloodlust! Bloodlust doesn't kill me. He doesn't have enough damage. He has 20 damage on board. I'm at 21 health. He's top decking a card here. Yeah, even if he top decks Bloodlust, I'm not dead. So we're living life on the edge here, taking a few risks. That's fine. At least he's trading. I guess he respects the Emperor enough. Okay, so is this a board that we brawl away? Or not? Do we even need to play Brawl here? I don't think we do. See, the Emperor discount was huge there. Absolutely huge. It allowed us to play 3 cards. And even go face. That's amazing. Bloodlust still does not kill us. We feel safe now, I think. Yeah. So he couldn't quite get the job done in the end, couldn't quite find the damage, and we were able to outlast him and push enough damage. Okay, let's look at one final game here. Now, it's another Shaman, and we're fighting for rank 4. Wait, is this the same guy as last time? I think it's the same guy. So, bit of a slow start for us. A Fiery War Axe on 2, traditionally, was what you'd look for. Of course, Fiery War Axe has been nerfed. So now that gives your opponent a significant advantage, because what they play on their turn 1 probably won't be contested now on your turn 2, because you can't play a 2-cost War Axe and kill the Tunnel Trog. So I guess that does make Control Warrior a lot worse. They used to call Fiery War Axe Fiery Win Axe because it was so significant in just clearing things that they'd play early, and often that was game winning. But he's just had an incredible series of draws there. He had the Trog, into the Finley, into the Flame Wreath Faceless, but I guess Execute is powerful in its own right. Oh look, Crackle. For 6, sure. Oh look, a haha. Well, I'll match your haha with an Acolyte. So let's see what he does here. The hero power, the hunter hero power is significant. If he can weave that in every single turn, my health total will lower relatively quickly. So we need to keep an eye out for that and just monitor our health total carefully. But it's all about the card draw, really. Oh look, card draw, more card draw. Shield block for armour feels good. If he has another Flame Wreath Faceless, this may make him think twice about playing it, because he wouldn't want to walk into a shield slam. Oh god, Bittertide Hydra. Okay, clearly didn't think twice about playing a big minion there. Well, say goodbye to the Hydra. Now maybe I should have sacked the Acolyte into it, just to do an extra 3 damage to his face, but I think I value having the Acolyte on the board as a body that can trade into something else. Okay, so this is where Death Spite really goes to work, but we may not need to play Death Spite here. Grommash is an option, was an option actually to think about, but I mean Grommash and Death Spite kind of do the same thing here. They both kill a minion. The difference being that we have a second charge on the Death Spite weapon, so that's fine. What we can do next turn is we can attack with Death Spite potentially and activate Enrage Grommash for 10 damage. So yeah, so playing Death Spite here was better than playing Grommash on that previous turn. So a fair amount of investment there into the Death Lord. Wow, he's just going super wide on the board. Okay, well, I have Brawl. Maybe I just want to draw a card, or guarantee some card draw here first. Did it really matter which one I attacked into? Anyway. We play the top deck Brawl, just to make him think that we didn't have any other options to play Brawl. So little does he know, we have a second copy of Brawl in our hand. There was no point attacking into that taunt just yet. I want him to play something else. Okay, he plays another Feral Spirit. So our health total is still relatively healthy at this juncture. There's Justicar, that's really good for us. Is this a time to play Grommash? So we can remove 2 bodies from his board. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll just welcome him to the Grand Tournament. Justicar, I think, is solid here. We have now, we've got the tank up ability in play, and that will negate the Hunter hero power massively. Okay, Shade Lightning. I'm actually scared to play the Cold Light Oracle because of the fact that it will give him 2 cards as well. I understand why the Oracle is played in this deck. I mean, you want to draw cards as well. You want to draw into, oh look, you want to draw into your Brann Bronzebeard, into your combo with the Juggernaut, but yeah, giving an aggro deck cards is sometimes a scary thing. But in this situation, I think we're fine. That's a shame that Patches didn't get caught out by the AoE from the Death Spite. Blimey, he's really investing here into board clears. I mean, maybe he's got a Bloodlust in hand. And he's just really desperate to get as much board presence as possible. So do I need to brawl this board away? I don't think he can kill me with Bloodlust. So no. We get the combo in here. 2 mines going into his deck. And of course, for the sake of this video, I had to get the combo in. I mean, this deck is based around this combo. And this whole video, the whole point of making this video was to showcase the Brann Juggernaut combo. He got a little bit unlucky there. He didn't roll high on Brann, but I guess it didn't matter. Oh my god, he had to use the lava burst, the Juggernaut. That's actually funny. So a lot of his burst damage, his spells, have been used on my minions and not on my face. So we're at the point of the game now where I think we feel relatively comfortable in terms of stabilisation. We have the second copy of Brawl in hand. Wow, more burst damage, more spell damage going on to our minions and not the face. I don't see how he wins this game now, not with Tank Up being live. And we're both getting to a stage now where we're running out of cards, and he's getting to a point where those mines are going to do some crazy damage. Tanking Up, continuing there. Just waiting for him to draw a mine. Come on. No. Okay. So, conceding before he drew into the mines there, I don't blame him. But there's rank 4. That feels good. Okay, let's just have a look at one final clip, and we're going up against a priest. Now, unfortunately, when the priest manages to play Raza very early, in fact I think he played it on turn 5, and when Shadow Reaper Anduin comes down in, you know, a couple of turns later, there's nothing you can really do. He managed to burst me down. I think I was at just under 30 health, and now I was at 15. He was able to burst me down, and my response to it, well, there's not really anything I can do. Even though I'm a control warrior who should be able to gain armour, there's just nothing I can do here. So, there's Prophet Velen. Yeah, I'm just dead. So, this deck is really good against aggro decks. You can control the board very nicely against aggro decks. But against priests with a 0-cost hero power that can do damage, there's not much you can actually do. In other words, everything in my hand there, not effective enough or too slow against him. Okay, so what do I think of the deck? This is a really fun deck to play. The Brann Juggernaut combo is just insanely fun, really it is. And of course, if that fails, you do have Enzoth the Corruptor to bring those Death Rattle minions back to life. And by the way, there is a card that I forgot to talk about earlier. Dead Man's Hand. Yes, if you can shuffle Brann and the Juggernaut back into your deck, that is the potential ultimately to have put 4 mines into their deck. That's 40 damage, which should in theory be able to kill most players who play most decks. So yeah, but the trouble of course is that it can be quite slow before you get there. And as you saw in the Priest game, once they get the 0-cost hero power in play, you could just be dead unless you've got an insanely high armour total. But to get the high armour total, you've got to have Justicar in play. You've had to have tanked up a number of times in the game and hoped that they didn't draw Raza or Shadow Reaper Anduin early. Seemingly when I play Priest now, my Raza and my Anduin are in like the last 5 cards of my deck, and then I really struggle. So that's just my bad luck, but whenever I face Priest on the ladder, oh yeah, Raza on 5, you know, Anduin by turn 10, that's often how it works out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, everyone. For those of you that have the cards and don't need to craft any expensive legendaries, maybe you want to give this deck a try and, you know, just tell me what you think. And if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. I'd be very, very grateful. We are going for 1,000 subscribers now. That is the target. And when we get there, I'll do another giveaway. And yeah, I'll see you all again very soon for more Hearthstone fun.